This is, in my opinion, one of the most broken melee loadouts you can currently play in Dying Light the Beast, using my favorite weapon as a main damage dealing weapon. So in this video I will go over everything I use that makes this loadout powerful. The max level of your character is level 15, which means that all of your skills will be unlocked, and most importantly the base damage of the weapon will be reflected for the max level. In case you didn't know, the higher your character level, the more base damage each weapon has. And you can also enhance each weapon to a higher level through weapon enhancement. For example, if you craft this weapon on level 11, but you eventually reach level 15, you can enhance it to level 15 without having to recraft it, which is cheaper and resets your durability. The weapon I'm talking about is a Goodnight Baseball Bat, which is a 1.5-handed long stick weapon. To unlock the blueprint, you need to activate the Silo Tower Save Zone, which is the same location you unlock the Soul Blade launcher. You can use this loadout and this weapon at any level, but I will show you the fully upgraded max level one. To craft it, you need scraps, wiring, leather, and weights. At a max level 15, the base total damage is 618 with 3 affixes and 3 mod slots. What makes this weapon so good are the affixes, which are 20% damage on head strikes, 6% damage on zombies, and 15% damage while using power attacks, which are the long swings after holding your primary attack key. When you combine all of this on one zombie, you are looking at 41% damage increase. But it gets better. Weapon mods are what makes this insanely broken. Spark, which you can find after unlocking the In Save Spot, as a tip mod which increases 5% base damage, deals 100 elemental damage per second over 5 seconds, and most importantly gives 10% critical hit chance. And since this is a crit mod, it applies a shock on critical hit, which will also do an AoE stun on enemies. Slaughter, which can be found in the Factory Relay Substation, which is a shaft mod with the same exact stat, except it is a crit mod that applies bleed over 25 seconds on crit hit, adding up to 1250 damage. Then the Reinforcement, which can be found in the Taurus Gas Station Dark Zone in Industrial Zone, which is a grip mod that will increase the durability, which pairs well with the efficient fighting skills. You will be losing very little durability. And lastly, Volatile Trophy Charm, which is in a locked room in the building next to Pharmacy in Golden Pines, that gives 2% damage with melee weapons. You will need quite a few oxidizers to enhance and apply these mods, so the best way to farm it is by buying it at the trader whenever it refreshes, farming pharmacies and any other dark zone in the old town, as the final locked cabinet will always give you oxidizers. But to reach those 902 blunt damage, you need full bruiser gear, as each piece gives 3% damage to power attacks, 3% damage to two-handed melee weapons, which also applies to 1.5-handed weapons, and as you can see, without the gear the damage is 784, and when I apply all bruiser gear items it jumps to 902. Currently bruiser boots are a mystery and nobody found their location yet, so use survivor boots instead. For the other 3 weapon slots you can use whatever you want. I don't use anything cause I just like swinging the bat all the time. 4 gadgets I use in this loadout are hand grenade, molotov, throwing knives and UV flashlight, for AoE damage when I'm out of the stamina, and throwing knives to deal with the ranged enemies. While my 4 consumables are medkit, bandage, endurance booster which increases max stamina, and a regeneration booster which slowly heals you over time. Here a quick look at the stats, you can see how much damage there actually is. And this is the exact loadout I have been using since I was level 6 after I unlocked the blueprint for the baseball bat. And also here's some more gameplay of me swinging the bat at zombies and wiping them all with few power hits. And also you can demolish volatiles with this pretty easily if you find a good spot.